driving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good afternoon. Hope everybody's having a good pre-Thanksgiving. Personally, I'll be going to work. No. Because a lot of my peers are taking it off, and I don't have anything planned. Once again, I wasn't invited to anything as far as family's concerned. So I wanted to get on here for a little bit and discuss some things, because I'm finding when you're doing service work, helping somebody out, right? I'm finding that a lot of people will not work with somebody until they're out of detox or something like that. Why is that? What are we so scared of? What is the fear? All right. I'm going to go with Dr. Silkworth here. Okay. So I'm going to read some stuff from Dr. Silkworth. If any feel that as psychiatrists directing a hospital for alcoholics, we appear somewhat sentimental, let them stand with us a while on the firing line. See the tragedies, not just hear about them, to actually see it going on. Hi, Patricia, it's good to see you. Do you stand on the firing line? Hi, Ingrid. Right now, and I'll give you a minute. XXVIII in Doctor's Opinion. So page 28 in Roman numerals. I'm starting with the if any feel that as psychiatrists. Okay. So let them stand with us on the fire line, see the tragedies, the despairing wives, the little children. Do you know how often I hear it's every day? You know, I hear about kids all the time. And I'm going to tell you why it's hard. Because it feels hopeless. It feels like they are hopeless. But you are a person that can bring hope into their lives. And I talk on this a lot. I talk about service work a lot. Because it's literally one of our 3 legacies. You don't have that one? Okay. Let the solving of these problems become a part of their daily work. And even in their sleeping moments. And the most cynical will not wonder that we have accepted and encouraged this movement. We feel, after many years of experience, that we have found nothing which has contributed more to the rehabilitation of these men than the altruistic movement now growing up among them. Are you a part of this? Are you going to detox meetings? Are you going to treatment meetings? Because you're supposed to be. Let me tell you how. It's the responsibility statement. The responsibility statement goes as such. When anyone, anywhere, reaches out for help, I want the hand of AA to be there. And for that, I am responsible. Okay. Now, the responsibility statement has to do with professionals, my friends. It has to do with our relationships with treatment centers, detoxes, H&I, which stands for hospitals and institutions. Have any of you ever walked into a hospital and said, hey, you got a drunk I can talk to? No, you haven't. Because it doesn't feel right, does it? Because they're most likely going to turn you down. Yeah, most likely. Unfortunately. But that's not the point. Did you try? Because you'd be surprised at how many times they might say yes. You can literally come down to detox and talk to somebody if you want. Right? But what I'm getting tired of is asking for, yeah, we go to jail too. You bet your ass. We go to jails too. Thank you. See, I missed one. Jails are important also. Vets. There's all sorts of people to help. But for some reason, this trend that's going on, you cannot expect detox to prepare them for your program. I'm going to repeat that. You cannot expect detox to do that for you. Oh, I'm calling bullshit on sober livings. There's one sober, and this came because somebody literally stabbed me in the back yesterday around a lot of this shit. Okay. And I didn't appreciate it. And they'll be getting no more clients from me. They just won't. I'm not even going to say anything to them. I'm just not going to send clients anymore. And so here's the thing. And I get it. Because in sober living, if you have more stuff and they are accountable, the more accountable they are, the better their chances, the more likely you are to get your rent. That's what they're thinking of, is the rent money. They don't give a fuck. They don't want the homeless people because the homeless people can't work. That's what I have to say to it. Fuck you. All right. So let's say IOP, because that's kind of come. See, there are no treatment centers. So now we have to rely on the sober living. So they do whatever the fuck they want to. Kind of. Okay. But if you're going to require a client to have IOP, intensive outpatient, as part of your program to qualify for it, then you best have those fucking resources. Don't tell me, oh, they're going to need IOP first. Who do you recommend? Oh, I didn't have anybody in mind. Does that make sense to you? It makes sense. Sure, it makes sense. But it isn't right. It isn't right. It is incorrect. Right? I mean, fuck, $1,700 a month. I'm kind of looking over. All right. Continue. I'm reading out of Working with Others now, page 92 at the bottom. And I'll go ahead and take a drink here so that you can get to that part, Ingrid. And Ingrid, I just want to say real quick, that wasn't cool. And I'm sorry that happened. That wasn't, I didn't think it was very cool. And I just want you to know I noticed it. And I want you to know that I love you and that I thought the share was amazing. All right. Continue to speak of alcoholism as an illness, a fatal malady. Talk about the conditions of the body and the mind that accompany it. See, but this starts out saying he may still be foggy, because he's still coming down off of alcohol. But for some reason, everybody wants to skip the detox portion of helping. No, that is when you can help the most. You can help the most when they are in detox because they feel down. They're feeling shame. It is a great time to do that. Why? Because the message that we carry has depth and weight. Because everybody else fucking wants something from them. And now the sober livings are doing it too. Mm-mm. Perhaps you're not acquainted with any drinkers who want to recover. You can easily find some by asking a few doctors, ministers, priests, or hospitals. If you go to church, if you let them know that you are willing to talk to people in recovery or talk to people about recovery. I know Gary does that. I haven't been doing it. So guess what I need to do? So what? So what? Let's go back to the doctor's opinion again. I'm looking for the part where it says it needs to have depth and weight. Oh, here it is. Frothy emotional appeal seldom suffices. So that means the begging. Remember, could you just please stop drinking? I'm begging you. I'm begging you. It doesn't work, does it? We want it to work. We want it to work. We do. I wanted it to work, but it didn't work. The message which can interest and hold these alcoholic people must have depth and weight. In nearly all cases, their ideals must be grounded in a power than themselves if they are to recreate their lives. Okay? So we are the people. I want you to think about it. Somebody did it for you. Somebody did that for you. Somebody took their time, their courage. It takes courage to do that. And anymore, the way I see it is if you want to be a recovery coach, I think you should go work detox for a year so that you actually understand what the fuck you're doing and why we do those things. But we cannot keep demanding detox to do these. It's your business, not ours. Okay? We're allowing you to participate with our clients. So do the fucking work. You're the one getting paid for it. Okay? I have my resources. They're my resources. Mine. Go get your own. And fuck, if you're a sober living house and you don't have resources for IOP, something's wrong. I'm sorry, but it just is. And every time I turn around, they're tacking on new things. Now there's a $200 application fee. Fucking, what they just said was, please don't give us your homeless. That's what they're saying. We don't get to pick and choose. God does that. Right? So we can talk all we want. We can say what we want. But the point of the fact of the matter is this 90% of the people in AA, recovery coaches, all this other bullshit are not doing the work. They're not finishing the work. Right? And you cannot, it says on page 164, you cannot transmit something you do not have. I love watching these sponsored ads on Facebook sometimes where, you know, they have recovery stuff and the people are talking and their eyes just don't shine. I know when you're in recovery, I just need to look into your eyeballs and I will know if you've got God or not. I will know if you got Jesus. I will know. It's not that hard because your eyes go ding. and then to claim the success for other people. So in other words, your success was based on me finding the correct IOP for you. No, you got to create your own. Got to do your own. If you want me to be a part of that, okay, everything's give or take. All relationships are give and take. So if I have helped you out by bringing you clients, the least you could do is ask me to speak at one of your sober livings. But they haven't asked. You know why? Because if I show up, people might start knowing the truth. They're afraid of that, but they're more than happy to take my clients. Not anymore. I'm going to send them to Step Denver, where there's no requirements, and I know things are actually getting done. I'll just do that. Come January, it's all going to change anyway. It's all going to change. January, I'm just waiting, sitting, waiting, wishing. All right. I think that's going to be it for today. One of the things I didn't want to come on here was, come on here and go off. Because I'm not necessarily in a bad mood, but I am certainly frustrated with people who think that it's okay to do it this way. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Gary, it was good to see you. Ingrid, and Patricia. I think we might had another person also. Thank you for being here. I love you. Peace out. And have a day. You too. You have a fantastic holiday too.